Hello, welcome back to the, season 2 of the Advent Calendar, where I'm making abominated 4x4s. In the last door, we made this door where I literally wasted my time. This door, I tested to show someone, and it broke, as you can see. I don't know why, but that's okay, because I recorded it. If yours did not work, you may have to redo the tutorial, I'm not sure. Anyways, we're building my original skin 4x4. This one was actually really fun to make. It uses block swappers at the top still, but it has a nice triple piston extender in the middle. And the bottom has another ROM timer thing, because the bottom's a little sequency kind of thing. That's how it is. Can I please? As you can see, there's a triple. And there is reasons why this is really long. Because of this, yeah. Anyways, you're gonna need a 9x3 area, and yeah, so at the bottom, you're gonna go 2 up with double piston extenders, and then your floor is here. So you need, and this is actually the only symmetrical door there is, except for this, but this can obviously just be changed manually. So, no, I think I have this wrong. No, never mind. So, what we're going to do is have a double storage here, because we're storing 3 blocks on the bottom, including 1 on the floor. So the way that we do this is really smart. It's the same thing on the opening and the closing. It's just, I'll do one slice. So basically what we do is we fire a double piston extender first, but we don't track this, because that's actually very important for afterwards. We push this in, and whenever these push in, a double piston extender fires, like this, and that will do these 3 blocks. On the opening, a triple piston extender is going to push down, but it's going to block this piston from extending, so this will just fire, do a double, and this is why this is important, because if we retract this, it pulls this down. So, yeah. Let's get started. So we want 2 note blocks at the front. And my lever is actually, and sadly, this layer is like this. I'm sad. So, your lever is right here. So it's here. And we're going to put a hopper timer on it. So, we're going to put 3 items inside. Does not matter what they are, as long as they're just 3 items. So, I don't know why I'm building this in cyan, but yeah, fine. Hold on, potentially 1 second. Okay, never mind. So you're gonna put 3 items in here. Hold on 1 second. Okay, never mind. There's just a lot of stuff in my background. So we're gonna do the bottom, which is just gonna be, so the bottom is gonna be blue. So the way that we do this is that we have to, we have to fire a double piston extender here first. So the double on the bottom is just gonna be magenta. Like this, but there's no block there. This has to be a rail. Like that. I barely remember these 4x4s, I'm sorry. So we need toggle. So this part is the bottom of it, really simply. But the issue is that we want toggles for these in this point. So what we do is we just use pistons like this. These will power these. So the way the pistons work is when you give them a 1 tick, I'm using a 0 tick here. When you have a piston like this, if you give it a 1 tick, it will obviously power. But if you give it a 1 tick, it won't power. But if that's a repeater, it will power because of piston mechanics. So this acts as a double piston extender. So we need to retract this down. The way we're going to do that is do a detection from here. And this is a very important that this is a piston, not a repeater, because remember, if I just say if this is a repeater, it's going to give an output, therefore it's going to clock. So we need some delay. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go down like this, and then into this block here. So that will do a double. So if we flip this, you can see there's a double. Like that. We now need to do the storage around it, which is going to be basically the rest of the bottom. So to do this, we need toggles from here. So this is a two-state toggle. Basically what happens here is, because these notebooks get 2 pulses per double piston extender, because if you look here, that's 1 and that's 2. We just take an output like this, not into F5 please, and we use this to go up and then back down as our output. So we're going to do this, and then this is how we get the output. And this determines everything else. So we need one tick repeater on a slab because we don't want it to bud. Now, this is really smart in how we do this. We go up here, and this is this. This is the bottom. So we need blue wool. Then we go to the original duct door. Basically what we're going to do is refire this piston, which is really nice. So we need to refire this piston because it's the only way we can actually do this. So what happens here is really amazing. So when we fire this double piston extender at the beginning, it powers this dust line, of course, and then it goes back here to this, extends, and then refires through here. But this will extend from the first one tick, go down from the second, on both sides. This will go up. Okay? This is where it's powering. Sorry about that, rip. So basically this does power these two, but then this will go into this piston. And if you remember, this is the piston that fires magenta to retract. So we basically send the pulse back through here to this dust. So refire the double. This will go back up, and because we have this toggle thing here, it's going to power this piston again, retracting this. But because this repeater, because it's not a dust, this will just retract and not power it, which is really smart. So we try this, and you can see that. Now on the opening, we push this down, but we block it. So I'm just gonna use an immovable block here. As you may know, I've been using weird immovable blocks the whole door. So let's use a damaged anvil as our immovable block here. Lol. So you can see those just power normally. So the first double extender gets blocked. These power normally because the double extender still technically fires. It's just being blocked. These will retract, and then because before they're connected, this will go. So that's actually the entire bottom. It's really, really smart the way that it works. And then we can fill this in. If you didn't understand what I just said, basically it's a giant refire loop thing. And this is it for the bottom. We now need to go to the top. So first we got to do our side pistons. We're going to start here. The sides are going to be lime, because why not? We need this here to go into this block, which has this sticky piston here, which is not aligned for some reason, because I did this idiotically wrong. This is like this, and this is black concrete on it. We are also going to reuse this block for these two here, which is going to have a concrete that's red, and then a wool that's red. And then we have this piston here to power, like this. So we have this, and to fire this one, basically we just fire this set of pistons again, basically. So we're firing them pretty much at the same time, because just feel the pistons fire at the same time, servers are at the same time. So technically, this will not mess up whatsoever, because they're firing all at the same time, so it doesn't matter. This side is a little different, because we have this hopper timer. I could probably find a way to optimize it so that I could cut this layer off, but you could probably figure that out yourself. This is for the input as well, so we gotta go here, into this torch, into this torch, And then this is where lime happens, but a little bit more lime. We have this here, so double torch, and then we have this block on top, which fires, gets ready for the top. We now need this, we need 4 pistons, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we need 1 at the back here. Now to power these two pistons, we're gonna have 2 blocks here, and that does the sides. So next what we gotta do is do the same thing on the other side, but we have them alternating. So like this. And then black concrete there. We still have to deal with, we don't have a piston there, that's actually dealt by that piston here, which is an updater. But, yeah. So those are your sides. If you want to test this, I'm going to get out my anvils again. We fire this. You can see we have both sides. Now, okay, and then let me push this down to the top. You have anvils as a removable block, because why not? And you can see those sides retract, and that's everything else. So now we have to get to the best part of the door, which is opposite the top, which is going to be the, I guess, magenta. No, we already have magenta. Let's do light blue. Light blue, please. So the issue with the top is that we have to have, I'm basically just gonna build it from left to right, I guess, because there's no, I guess, proper way to build this, I don't think. Because the first thing we need to do is actually do our block swappers, which will be pink. So to do our block swappers, we're gonna use a cauldron here. Now on the server on Synergy, we have our cauldrons to automatically refill. We have this chest here, which is very important. This is a trap chest. This could be a target block if you think about it, but I'm using trap chest because we don't want to power this piston here, just part of the block swapper. We're using this here. Cauldrons on Synergy automatically refill. If you are in survival mode or on a server that also has that, you could set it so you have this, or just place a cauldron. But otherwise, I'm just going to take the water out just to show you. You can get a water bucket, but I suggest that's unsafe. But you can just fill this up using water bottles because that's safe. And you can see I'm holding that right click and it doesn't break anything. So use water bottles, please. I used to use water, and Hi actually showed me that. He's from the what's it called? The 3 high, 3 flush store thing. Now we have a note block here because we need an updater. We have this. Then we have this. Like this. And then we have a smooth quartz slab there. So this is one side of the block swapper. If we fire the lever, you can see that happen. That just break. That just broke. What did I do wrong? I did something wrong. I broke a lot. Nothing movable. So something just went wrong. I think it's something to do with... There should be nothing wrong. Oh. That's a mess up on my part, I think. So, there's no sticky piston here. I'm just an idiot. So, now this should work. Let me actually grab the right block. Okay, Okay, so if we fire this cauldron, you can see we get the block swap. And this is the same block swapper that was used here. And also, yeah, in the, yeah. So if we flip the lever, you can see this block swap. So it's just like I hit this when I wasn't supposed to. We're going to push this back down. And let's get anvils. There you go. So we now need to build the other block swapper, which is weirder because we have to use this lock thing. So we need glass. We're gonna use pink, like this, and then we're gonna use a locked repeater here. So we're gonna have a furnace back here, a comparator pink wool here, and we're gonna put this in here. Now I realized that I placed the comparator first, but I just want to show you this trick that somebody should actually be doing. Place a redstone block there, put this here, and put that there. So now you don't need to place the redstone block first. You can just place a redstone block here, and then remove this one, remove this one. So that's just a cool trick I found. It doesn't matter if this dust is redirected, because I think this should actually be signal strength. So this should be actually signal strength 15 here. So what I'm actually going to do is I have this special command on Synergy that I could just do /signal 15 like this, and then get 2 shovels. I'm going to use netherite shovels because I'm rich. Basically, you just want to smelt 64 items. Now, I have to use a wooden shovel on the bottom because that's smeltable. Basically, you need to smelt 64 items, and that is because repeaters get signal strength 15 always. If this is anything lower, this dust will turn this comparator off because this is on compare mode. But if this is on 15, there's nothing. 15 cannot compare to 15 because 15 is not more than 15. Meaning that this comparator will not turn off when I power this. The issue is we have to power this with a 1 tick, because if we don't, like, never mind. I usually would just get butted, but fine. We now can make our block swappers, so we can place this pit block, this here, this concrete, this smooth quartz slab there. We can now just need the updater piston, and I realized that we need this comparator on an observer. So those are the block swappers. They're really weird, but yeah. So those are the block swappers, and we can fill in this side. They're really weird, but they just fit in right in. So if we flip the lever, you can see that block swaps, and this side block swaps. We push this down. Let me get my anvils back up because they're movable. Anvils. And you can see that it all works. So now we have to get to the hardest part of the door, which is the triple piston extender, which I'm going to actually build in purple, because why not? I said light blue earlier, but no. So we need the closing on the top. So the way we get the closing, well, by the way, we use pink as a falling edge to actually power the double piston extender for the thing. So we're missing something, and I already see it. So the top closing for the triple is going to be in light blue. So we need our triple, obviously. We need. Now, you're probably thinking, because this, why don't you just, I should have said this in the first door, why don't, for all the 404s, just do simple 404s with what I call them 303 extensions. That's not unique whatsoever. All these doors are unique in their own way or similar to other ones. They need to be unique. So this stupid slider thing is unique. This is a simple 4x4 glass door. This one, which is actually I really want to build, this one is also unique. It has a worm on the bottom and a quad on the top. It's really unique. And I just did simple 3x3s with extensions. So, and this is one wide 4x4. because that's unique. So that's why all these doors are completely different, because they just need to be unique in their own way. Otherwise, there's nothing special about this whatsoever. It's just building 4x4s and just changing the blocks behind them. Am I right? Yes, I'm right. So we're going to use an observer output here, and let me get my light blue wool back out. And this actually is not facing the right way. This faces here, like that, and we are going to use this repeater here to do the top closing. So the top closing is just a simple toggle thing. Basically, this gets a constant extension, and then when it retracts it doesn't do anything. But we will now get purple, because that's the rest of the circuit. There is a line back here for later. We now need a double line here. So this is one of the lines, 2 lines. And you need an updater piston somewhere. I don't know where. I believe you need. Okay, so we're using something as an updater. I can't remember. Never mind. Actually, we don't have an updater, lol. So those are the inputs for that. Next, we're going to start the double. So the double is the reason why we're going to use this piston as our output. So the double piston extender is just going to be in light gray wool. So basically, this is a simple T flip-flop. Basically, this will go out and do nothing. This will go back and do something, which fires our double piston extender, which goes here. And now we have to use a lamp here because of specific delay. Next, we have to get a specific cart placement to happen. WB. Basically, what we're going to do is we need to roll any minecart. Don't use a TNT minecart inside of there. And next, what we're going to do is get a sticky piston, a cauldron. You can fill this cauldron if you like. It does not matter. But I like it empty. You can also use a composter, I think, but they have different hitboxes, so I'm not sure if it would work. Take the water out. And then you want to get a wooden pressure. This is important for delay and also for it to reach these 2 dust. And for the double piston extender, that's actually it. I feel like I'm missing one thing, but I don't know. I feel like I'm missing one thing. Let me see. This repeater is sitting on top of a note block. So I made a mistake. This repeater needs to be on a note block. This is the reason why the double piston extender actually works. So we need this. And we need a slab here so it does not mess up with the block swapper. So if we place black concrete at the top, you will see what we have. We flip the lever. You see the top. This repeater is facing the wrong way. Like that. So you can see we get the whole closing. The opening. Something went wrong. I think something went wrong with the piston. I'm definitely missing something here. What am I missing? What? I'm so curious on why this doesn't work. Why does this not work? That's a lamp. That's a note block. It should be fine. Are you I don't think this is 3 items. It is 3 items, but why? This is not working. There's gotta be something I'm missing here. Everything seems to be correct. That should retract. So I think I'm missing some sort of extension of some sort. I broke that. Black concrete. I'm missing an extension. I'm an idiot. So we need a block back here. This fires the lamp and this fires it first. So this just acts as a extra. So this thing up here does the double extended retraction. This does the extension because it powers this just before the bottom goes, because this actually comes from directly from the lever, as you can see. So now this will work, as you can see. Now the bottom works. Now we don't, and you can see this retracts. Now we can move on to actual purple. So we need to. Now there's a dust here for like some reason. I don't know why, but fine. So we need an output, and we're going to use this line down here. This line powers only twice in the whole door. We're going to use it as a toggle, like this. So this block has to be up because this is going to go back down and then act as a monostable to go back up. We're going to have double vortex to a block into this. Now this is really nice. This part we need, so that's the double pixel. So now we need to start retracting everything. So we're sending two ticks in here because it's the most delay we can do. Now we're gonna have a comparator here. This comparator will not accept so just like one of the duct door, it's just broken right now because I broke it by accident. Comparators do not accept 1 ticks from repeaters, also here. So when this repeater powers, this comparator will not accept the 1 tick. But when these 2 ticks go through, they will. So this allows us to take an output from here and make a double pulse for the last retraction, because this current state that we are in right now, does not normally power that. But that's fine. So we're in this state. We need to do a double pulse like this, just like the duct door. Now the cool thing about this is because I just showed you from powering this line, it powered this thing. This pressure plate would update this, which is cool. So the way we do this is we're gonna reuse this block here. That's part of the. We're going to reuse the block that's part of this this toggle here as our way to do the double pulse. So this does our double pulse. We send a 1 tick into here, like this, and then into a block. Like, this has to be on a slab, so this observer does not power anything, so because I'm here anyway, I might as well do the torch or ladder trick. Basically, you just have to put a trapdoor here, ladder trick, torch, sorry. It's too close. But you get the idea. Basically, you just hit the hitbox and it plays behind you. I know Hi has a mod for that. And this should actually complete the door on the top-wise. If you flip the lever, so that's the closing. This should actually be a black concrete. And when we open it, pull this up. I'm definitely missing something for sure. Oh yeah, this block needs to be a slab, so it does not break. So those don't actually update. I don't actually remember how they update, but we have to find out. So that does not close properly. We open it. I did not reset this correctly is the reason why it didn't work. Can I place sticky pistons in here, please? There's no item cooldown as well, by the way. There we go. So, I don't know why they get up there. I think it's just timing and stuff. So yeah, that is my face door. And this video is about 30 minutes. This should have actually taken as long as the duck door, but that's fine. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.